Hi, my name's Ed. I'm a business development manager from Dell. Spent a lot of time doing a lot of martial arts over my years. In fact, I've been doing it close to 50 years now, and have spent a lot of time doing a lot of things that would potentially injure my body in martial arts, as well as extreme sports, as well as other things. So definitely have done a lot of damage over the years to my body, and recently, well, about 15 years ago, my father had damage to his knee. So he told me about getting something regenerative therapy on his knee with Dr. Walter up in Sarasota. And so I reached out, came in here because I was having knee problems at the time, spent some time with Dr. Walter. He was amazing at being able to find out where the points that were actually occurring and issuing and hurting on my leg. I had had MRI done a couple of years earlier. MRIs are good as far as being able to see large issues that would potentially be going on with the knee, potentially a tear of a tendon or something. But in the case, they really didn't see much in my knee. And so what we ended up looking at was basically looking at prolotherapy to go ahead and fix that. And by leveraging his ability to find exactly where the spots were, be able to analyze the muscles that would potentially, or the tendons that were supporting the knee, and restructure that and tighten up those muscles, we were able to go ahead and actually fix the entire root problem, which was really initiating in the bottom of my foot, which was a collapsed arch from a road race that I had done a couple of years earlier. And leverage that to go ahead and start to restructure and re-strengthen the tendons, the muscles, the bones in the joint area, and basically stabilize that. So that where the MRI had looked at and seen nothing really damaged, it was because it was more fundamentally something that was a part of an entire larger problem. So by going and palpitating around and finding different locations on the foot, in the ankle, in the knee joint, in the hip area, we were able to identify specific spots that were very painful that you wouldn't really have seen on an MRI. Go ahead and inject in those locations with regenerative therapy. And ultimately, I was able to go ahead and basically do a Kung Fu form probably about 3 or 4 weeks after the last treatment, where I had to be up on stage in front of about 1,000 people with a sword form. So about 6 weeks earlier, I was thinking there was no way I was going to be able to do the show. I was able to go through the regenerative therapy, and I was actually out there on stage in a very short period of time being able to show martial arts.